How's it going, everyone? Thank you so much for joining me on this. We are going to go over the most beginner option course, and this is really all you need to know. These are going to be your basic calls and puts. You only need a level 1 to have them, but we'll discuss all this in one of the most beginner-friendly courses. So, options, I'm going to discuss how I do it, what I have, the knowledge I have of it, and I think you guys are going to really like options. I hope this really makes you guys try this out, at least give it a try, and it's just a really powerful tool to have. All right, so the introduction. We're going to talk about, well, what are options? People are scared about them. They don't understand it. It's just like this foreign language. We'll go over that. We're going to go over how to place orders, your expiration dates, and how to correlate it with our strategy that I'm about to show you. This is a very nice strategy, and if you use options, you can make massive money. So, options have massive leverage. It's insane. I can control one contract controls 100 shares. So, I can buy a contract for $100 and control 100 shares of Apple, and you would be paying way more, $10,000 when I could control the same amount with such a small amount of money. So, you can only lose for what you put into it. So a lot of people think you can lose more than what you put into it. When as a buyer, you only lose what you put into it, and they have this massive leverage because one contract controls 100 shares. So an option is a financial contract that gives the buyer the right to buy or sell a financial asset, like a stock or ETF at a specific price by a specific date. The buyer, also known as the option holder, is not obligated to exercise the right, but the seller or writer is obligated to buy or sell if the buyer does. So you might like, what the heck did I just read? Basically, you could sell this contract at any moment. You don't have to hold it till the strike price. A lot of people think if I buy a Tesla at a certain strike, it has to hit that strike or I don't make money. I can get out of this contract at any moment. I am not obligated. Okay, I'm not obligated. I can get out of it at any time, and I'm going to show you guys how exactly we do this. So, the most important Greeks is delta, theta, and implied volatility. Delta is how much the contract moves each dollar. Theta depreciates the contract the longer you hold it, and implied volatility can increase or decrease the premium. So any other delta of the Greeks doesn't really matter. These are your most important. Just remember, theta is out to get you. The longer you hold it, you're on an expiration. So your contract expires. The shorter term expirations has higher thetas that kill your contract. If you buy a contract that's a year out, then the theta is not going to kill it that much. Delta is how much you're going to move each dollar. Sometimes, if you have a dollar premium, your theta moves 30 cents a dollar, you made 30%. Implied volatility can increase or decrease. The more volatility in an option, that helps you out. Or it can hurt you if you have big volatility and it just decreases. So let's go over how to place an option trade. I'm going to show you guys how I do it and this is going to be super, super easy to understand, guys. So let's head on over. Actually, let's use Swap. It doesn't matter. All the brokers are going to be the same. If you put in a symbol, put in your symbol, put your strategy. We're going to do basic calls and puts. Very easy to get, and if you don't have it, make sure you call your broker, and they'll give you a little bit of a questions. Make sure you answer them right, to the best of your understanding, and it's super easy. It's usually a bot that approves you, and you get approved instantly. If you need help getting approved and knowing how to do that, DM me in my Discord. Let me know. I'd be glad to help you on that. So when you're approved, you can do the Tesla, and you can see which strategy you want to do it. You got calls or puts, and remember, right in here, I hide the quote. I don't really look at it. But remember, when we're looking at the Greeks, you have the IV, you have the delta, and your theta. The theta means it's going to lose 85 cents a day on this premium. So a lot of people get confused and be like, what is that premium? It's simply just the bid and the ask here. This is your premium. It's $6.65. So what you would do is, if I bought one contract, that would be times 100. Remember, a contract holds 100 shares. So right here it says one contract is $685. And keep in mind, you'd be paying way more to hold 100 shares of Tesla, but I'm only buying it for $685. That's the power of leverage. So right here, just remember theta, 85 cents every day your contract is going to lose. But we don't hold overnight, so that's the beauty thing. Theta doesn't really affect us that much. We are in and out of the trades. IV means anything higher than 30% or 40%, I don't usually swing, because what happens is if your IV goes to 70 to 50, well, your premium goes down. Theta, we already talked about. Delta, your option that moves $1, it says 60 cents right in here. Your premium moves up 60 cents. So that's kind of how you can kind of see, okay, what's going on there. That's the greets. It's you wanted to know it. Open interest is how many people are holding this actual contract at this exact strike price, 2,084. But let's get out of the boring stuff. Let's learn how to actually place the trade, because this is really what matters. You can understand all that, and that's all good and all. But just knowing how to place your order, get out of the trade, get in and out, is all that really matters. And this is going to come with experience. So when you go in the trade, you put Tesla. Put the strategy. If we're doing calls or puts, do it based on that. Calls, puts. Buy to open. Quantity. How many are you going to put in? Depending on your account, it's got to work for your style. Order type, you could do limit. I'm going to always do limit when I'm getting in the option. And then you can see if you want to get in right away, just like with buying a stock, the ask will always get you in right away. 6.85, bam, you're in. It's not recommended. I always usually do the bid, or at the very least, or in the mid. I never do the ask because you're just not patient enough. That means you just want to buy it market order. Get me in now. So just remember, the bid is where the sellers or is where the buyers are bidding. That means we want to get in at a good price. The ask is the sellers trying to sell. You can get in right away. So what we see here is the spread. 665 to 685 is a 20-cent spread. If it's too big of a spread, I'm not going to trade it. So now how I'm doing my strategy, let me base it on the exact thing I'm going to do. You guys know I like to do based on one. I like to get as close as possible to one premium. So what you could do is you could look at your calls here. The farther you're out, you go out of the money. That means out of the money pretty much means is like if Tesla is at 198, which you can see the current price, and I'm buying a call that for 205, that 205 is out of the money because the stock is not at 205. So that's why it's considered out of the money. If I buy a call for 190, you can see the premium drastically goes up. It's more expensive. It has intrinsic value. That means you're in the money. So it's less riskier, but you will gain less. Remember, higher the price the premium, the less you make. Lower the price premium, the riskier, more out of the money, the more gains you make. So, but we want to go out of the money because our strategy can predict price action very well. We understand how price works, and if you guys know my strategy, we win a lot. So if I do a 210 call, it's about $13 out of the money here, and you can see the premium. It's pretty close to $1. And so if I do 212.50, a little too close. By the time we get in, it'll probably be 200. This right here is what I would actually look for. 146 is the bid, 153 is the ask. That's your spread. Your spread is a 7-cent spread. 146, 153, very tight. I like it. The mid means that's just the middle of those two premiums. You can bid at the middle, and that'll be a fine. So how I'm placing these trades according to my system, obviously if you're in the Discord, definitely join the Discord. If you're not in it, this is a very high probability strategy. We're using trend reversals, and we're trading reversion to the mean. So we're getting in and out of these trades within a matter of 5 to 10 minutes. We're not holding these long. So what I would do is simply just hit the bid right in here, place your order, and you can see if you do, you will spend at this amount of price. Obviously, if I put it at 153, it says 153. If I want the bid, I go and put my limit price, and I say, okay, I think 146, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to buy a couple contracts, 3 contracts for $438 at 146 premium. If it goes a little lower, I have a little accumulation rolls, and I'll put some more under that 146 is how I've been doing it. So I'll start out with my first ad. 146 goes a little lower, and I'll probably get like 135. Just depends on what the price doing, and it moves fast. So I'll get in that way. So me personally, I have a designated amount. I don't just go all in on an option and I blow my whole or put my whole account on these. I say, okay, I'm willing to put $3,000 in these options. So if I'm going to accumulate these, let's say I'm back at 146 as my first ad, and I look at how much I'm putting. Okay, I could put about $1,500 in this ad, and if it goes lower, I'll put my next $1,500 in around the 1.30 area, and you can see that is how you properly accumulate. It's impossible to get literally the bottom premium. It's very hard to get, so that's why you kind of want to accumulate these, because when you see these in real-time action, they are going to move really fast. And so keep in mind, so what we talked about is the strike. We see the strike here. Current price is 197. If I buy calls and it's above the current price, which is 210, that's out of the money. If I, the next thing to the left here, you can see right here is your expiration. Remember, this is very easy to do. With my strategy, we only do the shortest expiration it gives us. So 809 is the shortest expiration for Tesla. I wouldn't go 816. I wouldn't go 823. You can ignore all these expirations. Just click the shortest expiration. These are going to expire at 809. It scares people. I get that, but remember, we're out of these trades in about 10 minutes. We are not looking to hold these short-term expirations overnight, because if you see, look what's going to happen. The theta alone is going to depreciate this contract 58 cents every day. That's literally a big portion of this contract. It loses a massive amount of value literally overnight. So we don't want to hold these overnight. We want to make sure we're in and out. So basically, the purpose of this strategy is get close as possible to one premium. It doesn't matter wherever the calls, puts, wherever it is, get as close as possible. If we're doing puts, it's going to be the opposite. If the price is 197, we will look to go below the price, because these are puts. We want it to go down. So we would be looking at 187.50. As you can see, premium is close to 1. You had the bid and the ask. The spread looks nice. It's a 4-cent spread. You put your limit order in, and you put 1.26, which is right on the bid, and you review your order and place it, and you would be charged to get in this trade for $126 for one contract, because you take that 126 times 100, and that's how much you're paying for a contract. You will be controlling 100 shares per contract. And that's really all that's really to it. A lot of people overcomplicate it. Options are extremely easy. You just got to get past the expiration and the strike price. Don't take into consideration too much in the strike price. If I'm buying a put and Tesla's 197, Tesla does not have to go to 187.50 for me to make money. I can make money literally if Tesla just goes to 196, or it just drops $1, I'm willing to sell it and make massive money. Because remember, if it drops $1, the delta increases 16 cents, and so this premium will go up by that amount. And so I would make pretty good money just by that. And that's really all there is to it. You find the symbol, the strategy. It's either calls or puts. It's level 1. We're not doing these spreads here and all these complicated things. A call means the option, you want the price to go up. I forgot to mention that. So if I'm looking at a chart for NVIDIA, right? Or Tesla. We'll stick to the one we're using. Tesla. So what happens is I want Tesla to go up. So if I'm doing my strategy and I'm looking at everything, let's do the 1 minute. So if I'm doing my strategy, right? We try to look for these reversions to the mean. This one was a very good trade right in here. We got close to ATR4 lower band. I would look to be buying calls here, right? And we want the price to go up. But look what happened. Price went dramatically up from 192 all the way to 198. That's a $6 move. And that would have been massive gains. Just this right here. We would have sold it right up in this 10 or the 20. But this was a nice return. And so basically, calls, you want the price to go up. Puts, you want the price to go down. It's very, very simple. It's just one of the ways to play both sides of the coin. Puts, you're like, shorting it, but you have a max you can lose. Whereas shorting, you're borrowing shares and you can lose infinite. Whereas an option, the only thing I will lose is $126 if I buy just one contract. If I buy two, the max I'll lose is $252. And the leverage is insane, and I've been making really great results with this. Give it a try is all I ask. Paper trade if you just want to get the stress out, just get the experience. But all you do is place the trade, buy to open, put the strategy, call or puts. Calls, you want the price to go up. Puts, you want the price to go down. What expiration you want? 809. You do the shortest expiration. Strike price. Make sure whatever strike price you're using is close as possible to one premium. Remember, lower the premium, higher risk, bigger reward. If I go one more under, no, my bad, 185. You see how the premium's cheaper because it's more out of the money. It means, it doesn't have much intrinsic value, but this will be bigger gains if I play this. I personally like near one. This is not a bad premium either. But that's really all it is to it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really catch my live streams. I try to go live. If you're in my Discord, you guys know I really want the best for everyone. Click the RTK live stream tab here. You'll see my link here. I'll go over it real time while the premium's going, show you the premium, show you the bid, the ask, what to do, where to buy it, and what strategy I'm doing, calls or puts, the expiration, which is always the shortest. And the more you see it, the better it is. For me, it's very easy to understand, so I can understand why some people who's never done it can be complicated, but don't be scared. It is a very nice strategy. You only lose what you put into it, and you have massive leverage. And I think you guys are going to really love this strategy. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, this is your chance to do. For the ones that are not part of this channel here, we have a very high win ratio doing trend reversals, short-term options, making 10 to 20% gains in a matter of minutes doing this strategy. If you want to join, click the link down below in the YouTube comments or in the description. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. We'll take you to this free chat landing page. All you have to do is head on over to Server Shop. I'll teach you guys how to trade like a pro, how to be consistently profitable and stay in the market and not blow your accounts doing this one strategy. Swing Trading Plus is $6. Day in Swing Trading Plus is $12. The day in swing trading is what we've been talking about with the options trading, how to do it, how to efficiently do it. You're going to want to do the $12 a month. Do it on your computer, subscribe. It'll be a lot cheaper, and it'll avoid the iOS fee. So, I really hope you guys take this in, take it and try to do it. Like I said, we have the day trade chat when you join. A lot of people giving out nice ideas, the same thing that I'm looking for. A lot of people are good at that. Day trade alerts. You can see I bought SPY puts here, 529 strike, starter ad, and we ended up selling at 0.98 for a nice gain. And this was all in a matter of 5 to 10 minutes. You can see the day trading education that, I'll get you guys up to tea and all that. And I'll put this video in here so you guys can always watch it again. This is the basics of option trading, guys. I really hope you guys really decide to join the Discord. If you're not in already, do join it. And if you guys have any confusions, I'll be on my live streams and I'll clear it all up. But this is really the basic thing of options is just buying, you have your expiration, your strike, your strategy, which is put or call, and your premium's the same thing as buying shares of a stock. You have your bid and ask. You want to buy low, sell high. So if I buy it at 96 cents on the bid, I want to sell higher. I want to sell my premium higher than 96. If it goes below 96, I lose money. So that's the key to it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.